Hey all, welcome back to the channel, and today we're doing something a little bit different here, and we're going to look at not one, but two Toyhax sets for Earthrise Sunstreaker and Earthrise Trailbreaker. Both of these sets and the differences they make will be our focus this time around in the latest GotBot True review. Hey all, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, your most humble of hosts, Dennis Moulton, aka GotBot. As always, man, please like, comment, share, of course, subscribe, and while you're at it, line them up, baby. Hit that notification bell, please. It helps me out a ton, and it'll let you know when content of all sorts goes up here on the channel. Check out Machinery of Man, The Everything Factor, all the groups that I'm either a mod or an admin for, as well as all of my social media links. All of that in the description down below. Also in the description down below, and if you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link. You can check us out on Patreon. You can see what we offer to you through Spring, or of course, you can hit the join button right here on YouTube and become a channel member. And these are two sets that were sent to me by our buddy Ultra Megatronus. Now, I'm not a huge stickers guy. I'm not a huge Toyhax guy. I have a ton of sets there that our buddy Event Progenitor gave to me. Slowly, over time, I try to do what I can with them, but it's a slow go because I don't find applying these easy. Some people find it really therapeutic. I find it difficult. I find painting easier, but that's just me. Now, that being said, a lot of the times, I'm really impressed with the difference that they do make. I'll give credit, man, where credit is due. How do I feel about them this time? With Sunstreaker, which they promised that there'll be a better color match, and with Trailbreaker, which we'll see. We'll see. Without any further ado, how about we head over to the table and see the before and after for these two sets with these two guys. So it seems to me that probably the best way to start things off is with looking at what I didn't use from these sticker sets. I'm going to start with Sunstreaker first. On his, you'll notice there's a lot of black stickers I have not used, and they really go along like the bottom edge of the car. These ones kind of go in the doors. I didn't do it because I'm an animation accurate guy, so I didn't want the extra black highlights. You might. And there's nothing wrong with that. If that's what you want, then cool, go for it. I used the black on his shoulders, but there's red options for the shoulders over here. Red would, of course, be very reminiscent of the G1. I was going to put the tail lights on. Unfortunately, I really messed up that tail light and bent it up, so it got ruined, which means there's no point in putting the other tail light on. And there's a couple of other little black highlights that would go like on his pelvis and hips. I didn't use those because they're not there. And then there's a lot of little like blue dots and highlights that would go on his lower legs where the black section is, like on his shin. The shin should just be stark black based on the animation, so I didn't put those in there. But there's an argument for doing all of that, especially if you like a few extra bells and whistles on your Sunstreaker. Then there's a second sheet that comes with him. It had all the yellow on it. I did not, and I used one Autobot symbol. I did not use any of the license plate ones either, but there's 4 options there. Then from Trailbreaker, we had this set. This set had a lot of the window pieces. It also had visors. I'm not doing visors. They drive me nuts, and there's even a warning if you look at the site that says make sure that, like, you know, there's no paint blemishes or dust or whatever if you want to apply the visor. To me, it's not worth it because his eyes are painted a beautiful blue anyway. Why are you covering over paint with a sticker? That doesn't make sense to me. But you might want to paint it over, or you might want to use the red one because you're going for like a G1 toy look. There's an argument for that. It just wasn't for me, so they're not on there. And then lastly, there was this set. There's a couple of license plates here I didn't add, and on this side there's stickers for like his robot mode knees as well as kind of down around his feet and toes. I didn't use those because they added more detail than I wanted. The big thing here, while there's a couple of stickers for the thighs and the forearms that are kind of nice, the big thing here is what it adds to those door wings. The door wings aren't animation accurate anyway, so I figured, you know what, I might as well put the stickers there and make it look like the G1 toy. Why not? So that's what I didn't include. We're going to do Sunstreaker first, and we're going to look at his robot mode, and then the robot mode with the stickers, the car mode, then the car mode with the stickers. Then we're going to do Trailbreaker and do the same thing. Robot mode, robot mode stickers, and then what I think is really the main event, the pièce de résistance of both of these sets, the Trailbreaker vehicle mode followed by his vehicle mode with stickers. Now, I never expected to like Sunstreaker as much as I do. Truth be told, as a character on the cartoon, I was okay with it, but I got kind of blown away. There's a lot of moving parts and twisting parts here. There's a lot of interesting things that went on here. About the only things that I can say have really bothered me is sometimes when we have the yellow mismatch, and we all know the yellow mismatch of the paint on the translucent plastic of the chest. And the other thing that bothered me, and I didn't expect it would, but it does, is right up here on his shoulders where it should be black. I've thought about painting it, but I haven't done it as of yet. Enter the Toyhax set. Now, usually I paint stuff, but you know what? I can't deny that there are some key accents there. Not everything I wanted to add, as you know, but there's definitely some key accents there that I did want to add. So we are able to go from Sunstreaker looking like this, stock at a package, to, well, our guy looking like this, which is not quite stock at a package. So, again, there's things that I left off here. In the middle of his pelvis, there should be a little black highlight. Up here on his upper thighs, there should be a couple of black highlight stickers. I didn't include them because they're not there in the animation. You could see the yellow on his forearms and on his chest. I don't know. Do you think it's a better color match? Like, again, to me, I'm looking at it and I'm like, it's different than the paint. It's a different shade than the paint, but I don't feel like it's a better color match. For me personally, maybe you do. The black up on the shoulders is what I use. Yes, there's a little red highlight there, but it's really nice. You can put the red up there if you're so inclined. Again, that's one of the things that I talked about that really sort of bugged me, is that the black wasn't there, because by rights it should be. And while these shoulders are a bit stylized because of like the wheels there, for example, like, I think if the black had been there, like, I'd buy it. Like, okay, this is as close as they could do with this mold. So I like that. Then we do have the little black highlights on his knees, which I like because they should have been there all along. And the pieces that I talked about that were like little blue dots and highlights and stuff, they would all go down here on the like greebeliness of his shin. The shin should be solid black, so I didn't add those. But you might, because you might like those added details. I feel like there's more added to the vehicle mode here than there is to the robot mode. I feel like if you're getting this set, you're really getting it because you want a better yellow color match than you had. And I gotta be honest, I'm not sure that I feel like this is a better yellow match. You would need to make that decision and that call for yourself. Certainly not a bad set, but I feel like it's a bit of an indifferent set. It really boils down to if you want the yellow match, I think. If you don't want the yellow match, if you're thinking, no man, the yellow on it is fine, then the only other reason to get this set is because you want all of the added other card details. For me, the main thing that I wanted out of this was the black for the shoulders. The rest of it I could have kind of done without. But since I had it, since it was there, since I wanted to show it to you guys, I said, why not put it on? Little bit of a nuisance trying to get the chest piece on, but not too bad. Overall, I'd say it's a fairly successful set. It's just, don't expect it to do miracles of color matches. And here we have our boy, Sunstreaker, in his vehicle mode. I don't have any of the Toyhax labels applied at this point. This is just the way he is stock. I like him stock. I know a lot of people have issues with the mismatch of the yellow, and I get that. Depending on the light it's under, it's either a decent match or it's a really bad match. But this is what the vehicle mode looks like. I do still have, of course, the custom printed spoilers, which do add something. So we're looking to have this guy go from looking like this to him looking like this. This is our boy with his Toyhax stickers on. Now, again, I'm going to note that really going along the side and the lower part of the door and right along, you could have black stickers applied. I showed those earlier. I didn't use them. Same with the indent here on the door. I want to say Spinout has that painted black. I don't know if Corden does. I think Spinout does. But on the animation, that like his whole side of his car is just yellow. So I didn't add it. You couldn't. There's an argument for doing it, and I totally understand that. So what did I add here? Really, to know what I add, we kind of got to look at the top. So I put the yellow roof section on here that apparently is a better color match. To the naked eye, I don't find that it really is. I find it's different. It's not any worse of a color match, but I don't find it any better of a color match than the paint that was already there. Because I covered up his Autobot symbol, I had to put another Autobot symbol here. A bit troubled that one is has a white background, because it kind of shouldn't. I didn't have a clear one such as life. Same with the back on the arms. You can see it folded down right there on the edge. I don't know how it's coming off on camera. Maybe it does look like a better color match. But I feel like if you left those off, you're not doing any harm. If you put those on, you're not doing any harm. It doesn't really matter. But what does matter, and what I really do like in vehicle mode, is the added detail up on the booster piece here. Let's see if I can take this off now and show it here quickly. There's some added detail over here on the sides and a little circle right in the center, but underneath, this is why I took it off, there's a couple of like extra little piston-y stickers in there that I think are really, really neat. I love them. So the big thing here in vehicle mode would be the black detailing on the side if you wanted it. The other big thing would be the sticker on the roof and the forearms. Apparently gives you a better color match. I don't see it. Like, if you look at up right here, that's sticker, but if you look at the section like in the middle of the window, that's paint. To my eye right here now, either they don't look the same, they don't look any different, or if anything, I feel like the paint is a better color match at this point. In the night, I think is really where you would notice the stickers being a better match. That's what I'm guessing. I don't know. Yellow is a difficult color to work with. I'm not going to say it's not a success. I don't know if it really does what it's intending to do for the color match. Like I said, maybe it depends on the light. It's really hard for me to say yay or nay on it. Sometimes I look at it and I'm like, yeah, maybe it is a better color match. And sometimes I look at it and I'm like, I don't think it's any different. I mean, to each their own. Do what you want, put on what you like, but that's kind of the vehicle mode for this guy. Okay, so here we have Trailbreaker, just the way he comes in a package. I mean, like a naked baby, right? Like, I mean, this is just fresh in a package, fresh out of the box. He's brand new to the world. Now, to be fair, this is extremely animation accurate, but not perfect because there are homages here to the G1 toy release, which most notably are the door pieces behind his arms. He didn't have that on the show. He had it, in his G1 release. And to be fair, I think in vehicle mode is where this set really shines. But in robot mode, you really kind of got to be looking to go for a like G1 homage in terms of like the sticker sheet and stuff that was released with the original G1 toy. I feel like that is really strong for that. I'm an animation accurate guy, so there's not much in the robot mode that necessarily appeals to me. I think for me the big strength is the truck mode, but maybe a couple of accents here and there. So we can go from this guy looking like this to our boy Trailbreaker looking like this. Now, like I said, there's things that I didn't include here, especially down around the toes and on the knees. I didn't see the sense of covering up paint, and there is paint, I think, on the knees. But even if there's not, the legs are pretty straightforward. I mean, you could have put something down here on his toes. There's some lights and stuff. I just didn't see the point for me personally. I did put the thigh stickers on. I did put the forearm stickers on just to give it a little bit of line detail. What I did like for robot mode is the two little dots that cover the pins in the shoulder so that they look more black rather than silver pins. And I did like on the pelvis, right here and on the other side, because again, you have two pins on the pelvis, so I was able to cover those up. So what I appreciated was being able to cover up the pins. As for the door wings, since they're not supposed to be there in the animation anyway, I said, you know what, let's make it look like the G1 release way back when, with the added color detail going down the sides here and right here. Easy to apply those stickers. The two biggest things that I did not apply, oh, by the way, I do like how this looks in robot mode. The two biggest things I didn't apply is the visor for the eyes. I thought the painted blue is fine for me. And I didn't put the three dots on the thing over his shoulder because I'm not gonna lie, they're so small that I feel like it would be tumultuous for me to do it. I feel like it would be such a nuisance and I wouldn't honestly get them in the little holes there to do it justice, so I left them out. But if you got the, like, If you have the dexterity, the hand-eye coordination, the acuity to do that, go for it. Personally, if I was going to fill in those circles, I would find it infinitely easier to do it with paint than I would with trying to apply a sticker, but that's just me. I think the robot is nice. I think that there's a few significant, interesting changes here. This is very much reminiscent of the G1 toy. Of course, being an animation accurate guy, that's why I left stuff off, but I don't think that this is quite the main event of looking at these two sets. And okay, now it's time to look at what I would consider the main event for this set, and that's the vehicle mode, because you know me, I'm not a huge stickers guy. I usually do my own painting, but there's just some things that the stickers just will infinitely do better. And in this case, I feel like they really add to the vehicle mode of Trailbreaker. We do have his satellite thing up there. I like adding it. That was painted. It is, of course, from the resin cast set of Centurion pack stuff that was sent to me by Dragonfly. My big thing here is the windows, maybe a couple of other accents, but needless to say, this is the way Trailbreaker is stocked, just at a package, just the way he is enjoying his trucking life. So we're going to go from him looking like this to him looking like this. Oh, I feel like this adds so much. He's supposed to have the little red detailing up there. I think it might be orange, but red is fine. I'm cool with it. I was so disappointed that we had the molded in window on the side and on the sides here and on the back and even up right here, and didn't have any paint on it. The windshield was translucent, which I'm fine with, but if the other windows aren't translucent, then maybe the windshield and the other windows all should have been painted. I like the fade here. I think that's a nice look to the side window, considering there's like 3 parts there. I love the way these fill in. On the back here, you can see we have the nice back window. There are stickers that go on the tail lights. I didn't feel a need to put those on. And on the front right here, I love it. Now, there's also 2 silver stickers that can go in behind the translucent there. That's up to you if you want to use the silver in there or not. I kind of like the headlights the way they are, but I could understand if somebody opted to put those in there. I was nervous about lining up the little red pieces there, but it worked out pretty darn well, and it's kind of not that noticeable in the robot mode. Of all of the stickers, of these both, like 2 sets of both of them, I feel like the most significant difference, the biggest improvement, the best part is giving this guy the windows he deserves. I even like the little, like you can see the edge of the steering wheel there over the front console. Like, it's nice. Now, putting this on straight, brutal. Did not enjoy that. Had to take it off like 3 times. It was rough. But once it's all on, I'm not going to pretend that looking at this isn't absolutely rewarding. If you're going to get one set, man, this is the one to go for. It is, I think, the superior out of the 2. And so here we are at the very end of looking at 2 Toyhax sets, and I think that they're both fairly successful, depending on what you want done. For Sunstreaker, like I said, if you want a color match, I don't know if it really succeeds the best with that. Maybe. It depends on the light and whatnot. Like I said, I do love that I now have the black up on the shoulders. Really happy about that, and the black on the knees. In vehicle mode, I didn't add much, but you might. I'll say this, I'm impressed with the amount of detail you can add to Sunstreaker in vehicle mode. Then we get to Trailbreaker. I think that of the 2 sets, the Trailbreaker set is the more interesting and the more successful. In robot mode, it certainly adds a lot more color, and it covers some pins, which is nice. But the real star here, like I said before, is the vehicle mode of Trailbreaker. Just something as simple as being able to fill in the windows makes an enormous difference on him. If you want to add taillights, cool, do it. I do think the little red detailing up on the hood is kind of needed. I think that should have been done all along, but you know, it is what it is. Same with the headlights. I'm cool with the headlights the way they are. You might want to put the silver stickers in behind and make them look more silvery. That's up to you. 2 sets, 2 fine sets. The standout winner, if I was to compare the 2, got to be our boy, Earthrise Trailbreaker. And here we are once again, and here they are. So let's start with Sunstreaker first. There were things, of course, I left off Sunstreaker. You could certainly put it on if you wanted more of a like G1 toy, accurate type of look with, you know, the red on the shoulders, the black in right here on this like indent, you know, a couple of little other black highlights. What I did was twofold. My intention was to make it as animation accurate as possible, which is why I used the black on the shoulders. The yellow is, they say it's a better color match. I don't know how it looks on film, but to like the naked eye, I don't think it's a better color match. I don't really think it's any different. I don't think it's better or worse. If I had my time back, I don't necessarily think I would have applied it, because I'm not seeing a better color match. That's all I can tell you. But I guess it's fine. Like, it's indifferent to me. I have it on, have it off. I don't see a better color match. It's indifferent to me. Of course, I would have liked to have had the tail lights. That's one of the ones I messed up. I do think in robot mode, though, it's nice. It's nice to have the black on the shoulders, even if there's a little bit of red there. It's very, very nice to have the little kneecap black pieces done. It's the little things that matter, right? So, oh, and I like all the extra detail on the silver engine intake, supercharger thing. I think that's really neat. I'm happy with it. I'm fine with it. I don't know if it was necessarily needed for this guy. It's fine. It's fine. As for the color match thing, maybe under certain light, but I mean, yellow's always difficult to work with. I can't say that I find the color match better. I can't say I find it worse. I just find it different. It's a fine set. It's the best I can give you. Then we get to Trailbreaker. I think Trailbreaker is the real highlight. In robot mode, if you put all the details on, it's very G1 toy accurate. I didn't put the visor on. I find those bonkers to put on. I can't do it. I don't like it. You can if you want. Of course, I left a few things out from robot mode because generally I like to be animation accurate. That being said, I was okay with adding the detailing on the doors and making them a little more colorful, because in the animation, the doors aren't behind his arms, right? That's a G1 toy thing, and to be fair, that added detail, like, it's okay. Like, I accept that because the doors aren't animation accurate anyway, so I might as well color them up, you know? But then we get to the real star of all of these, you know, for Sunstreaker, for this guy, for the whole set, is the vehicle of Trailbreaker. What a significant, wonderful difference. Now, I didn't put the tail lights on because I'm cool with them just being red as it is. But I did put the little red detail lights up there by the hood. They arguably should be orange, but I'm cool with them being red. It does add some detail. But the big thing, man, is the windows. I love having the windows. The translucent one up front was fine for me. I had no issue with it. But down the side where it was molded in and not colored, up on the, I don't know what you call this, the cap that's on the truck, like they were, again, molded in but not colored on the side. Along the back, this little one up here, yes, I like the windows. I do think that that is the highlight of both of these sets. If you are somebody who enjoys putting on the stickers and you find it therapeutic, cool, I'm happy for you. I don't. I find it tumultuous. If you are, you know, in for both sets, cool. Nothing wrong with it. If you're only going to be in for one, I think go with the Trailbreaker one. I think it is the superior set. But that's just my opinion. Yours, of course, may differ. I'm happy with them, but I feel like this one is more necessary than this one is. For me, anyway. Let me know what you think about these Toyhax sets. Do you need them? Do you not need them? Do you prefer one over the other? I appreciate you guys coming by, giving me some of your extremely valuable time. I do know, man, how important it is to you. If you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link. You can check us out on Patreon. You can see what we have to offer to you through Spring, or of course, you can hit the join button right here on YouTube and become a channel member. Don't forget, man, to hit the subscribe button and stick around and have some fun with us, and that somehow, some way, each and every single day, you do make a difference. You right there, man, you do make a difference. And I look forward to the next time that you and I get together to have another visit, either in the live streams on Thursday nights at the stop motion premieres, or the old-fashioned way right here inside the videos.